Alright, what is good with y'all? This is a trade recap for Friday, November 29th. Sean, why are you in replay mode? It's because it's not Friday. I'm sorry. I went on a hunting trip and I could not film the trade recap then, so I'm filming it now, but I remember this gem like the back of my hand. And take a look at this baby. These were 4 take profits. All 4 of them hit. The last take profit was all-time highs. Just the icing on the cake. This was the only trade I caught all week, actually. This was the only trade I caught. I missed a trade on Monday. I don't know why I missed the trade. It says because I tried to squeeze risk to reward. So yeah, I've been missing some moves recently. This was the only trade I caught last week because I missed one on Monday. Tuesday did not have good price. Wednesday there just weren't any setups, and then Thursday there was news because it was Thanksgiving. Makes sense. But yeah, this is a good trade though. I'm fine with it being the only one I caught all week, but basically I'll just run it down real quick. There's a double SMT to start off the day. If we go on like the 4-hour bullish trend, and it was just coming out of consolidation a little bit. It had generated some buy side right around here on NASDAQ, and then on the S&P it actually had highs that were a lot closer, including all-time highs. It was right next to all-time highs, and considering it was just kind of coming up here and hanging around a lot instead of going down, I figured, alright, this thing's just gonna keep going up and sweep all that shit pretty fast because it's just hanging around up here. But there was a double SMT, and this one happened overnight, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it swept the overnight low, and then 8:30 it actually came down and swept another one. And then it was a double SMT facing like the exact same direction. Like NASDAQ swept, and then NASDAQ swept, and then the S&P didn't sweep either of them. Usually I'm kind of skeptical with double SMTs because a lot of the times it means price is just being bad and it's not actually a double SMT, because usually one SMT gets the job done. But since these SMTs were basically on 2 different time frames, I thought it was fine. And also, one thing we're going to go over, the liquidity targets for this one, they're just fucking insane. The S&P had 2 equal highs right here. There's another little one in there, and then it had these 2 that are pretty close right here, and then another one. So there's 5 liquidity targets right here, and then all times, like I said, were right here. This was just like the main reason I took this trade. I was going bullish into the day, but I would have liked if it had came down to equilibrium. Wait, did this shit hit equilibrium? Are y'all seeing this shit right now? I didn't even see that. Wait, what the fuck? Boys, this thing hit equilibrium almost spot on. I didn't even fucking know that. I wanted it to come down and sweep. There was like a little fair value gap in here, and then there was this low. It would have been better if it had came down and swept that and not just leave it untouched, but I mean, it hit equilibrium. I didn't even know that at the time. The trade was great regardless, even with that. I don't think it had to hit equilibrium. It didn't on the S&P, or it might have, but it made an SMT, so it doesn't need to hit equilibrium. Plus it's a strong trend, so it doesn't always have to retrace in strong trends, especially if it's an indice with US stocks in it and the trend is bullish. I'll give a rundown on what happened at market open. Market open was 8:30 right here, this candle, or 9:30 New York, and I don't know if I entered off of the 3-minute breaker structure. I think I was just waiting for it to just go up a little bit, and then the 1 minute coincided with the 3-minute for the breaker structure, so I did enter right here. I don't remember if it was the 1 minute or the 3-minute though, but if it was the 1 minute, then it would have been 2 breaks of structure to the upside, so that would have been enough for me to trust in the SMT's holding, and that they did. I put this trade on and it lasted about 2 hours, and this thing was 3.72 risk to reward. Pretty much the highest I ever really go is 2 risk to reward, 2.5 on sometimes, like if I leave some of my position on. So this was probably the biggest risk to reward trade I've hit in a while. I took a good amount off at these equal highs though, just in case it did want to come down there, because sometimes it does some funky shit where it manipulates a lot just to generate even more liquidity. But either way, that was a pretty good trade. It was a pretty big dub. It's a great way to end November. I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did. And today is December 2nd. I'm recording this for the 29th trade recap, but I also took a trade today, this morning. I'm not going to spoil it. Y'all go watch the video. I'm about to post it right after this one. But yeah, hope y'all have a good one. Peace.